Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I am a bit under the weather right now, so my voice might sound a little stuffed up, so I apologize for that. But I wanted to get on here to do a quick video on some projects working with these items. In my last video, I showed you guys my haul from Craspire, and before I move on, I just wanted to mention again that they sent me these items to review and unbox, and they are amazing items. I've been experimenting with them and trying some things out, and I wanted to get on here and share the projects that I've been working on with you guys. Their information will be linked in the description box, and they gave me a coupon code that I could share with you guys. You can use Skies10 for 10% off your entire order. So that information will be linked in the box below as well. And I'm going to also link each of these items. Let me know if you have any questions about Craspire. All right, so let's get started. So in the last video, these ribbons were not on cards. So what I ended up doing, which for some weird reason was a lot of fun, was I ended up taking really thick chipboard. This is like heavyweight chipboard, and I cut them into pieces, and I just wound the ribbons around the chipboard and secured with a little pin right here. And I really like the way it's working out because they give a large amount of ribbon in the order. So it works out winding them around this type of chipboard. I did the same for these flower trims. I got 5 colors, and I just love the way they look. I think they look so pretty. I used a pearl pin, but I think this just looks so pretty even just for display. But in this video, we're going to be working with this lace, and I'm going to be making some pretty simple tags that I've been wanting to do for a while now. So let me make sure I have enough room here. Okay, so we're going to be working with, so if you want to follow along with me, you're going to need some type of cardstock. I am using this printable, printed onto file folder from Adamo Prints. You're going to need some type of either circular or a square or rectangular or some kind of shaped die in 2 separate sizes. And then, well, you can use a die, or you could also just use a craft knife to cut like a square or something in the middle. And I think I'm gonna pick yellow. Or maybe I'll do this color. Or I could do, let's do this. I'm liking that vibe. I feel like that's a this whole color combination here is kind of like a very floral, feminine 70s vibe. Like, it's not the groovy vibe, but it's more the floral vibe from the 70s, and I'm obsessed with that vibe. All right, I'm gonna also be using some chain, some ball chain, and some eyelets, and my crocodile, and of course my Sizzix since I'm using the dies. All right, so we're going to be making, let me make sure this is good to go because I do not like it. This is a beacon glue from Dollar Dollar Tree, and I find that part of the wood from the toothpick just broke off in there. But I find that it, even though I use this, I know I probably should use like a pin, but even though I use this, it kind of balls up on the inside at the end. So, but hopefully it's gonna flow smoothly for this tutorial. All right, I think I'm gonna make 2 tags. I don't want this video to go too long, but I'm gonna try out 2 tags and hopefully it'll go pretty quickly. So I'm gonna do this side and let's do this. Actually, I liked the other rows a little bit better, but it's okay. Let's go. I don't want to have too many colors going on. I think that'll be fine. It's, the lace is so fine that it, the lace is so fine that it doesn't show up, like the pigment doesn't show up that much, so it works. And we're gonna do both of them at once. Let me see if this is what I want. Or do I want this a little bit further? Actually, I think it's better closer to the edge. So let's do that. And I mean, the back should have journaling room, but I just want to be over the top and not give it journaling room. And I think journaling can be done on here, so we'll go with this. I was thinking of just doing the back plain, but you guys know me, I don't really like plain, so let's go with this. All right. Okay. All right, so there's one. So hopefully it punched through. This one didn't do too well. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna have to make sure I really line it up correctly when I glue it, but that's gonna be the front and this is gonna be the back. There's still a good amount of journaling there, I think. And then we're gonna flip to this side and do, let's do that. And I really liked how the other one turned out, so let's go close to this edge like that. Let's roll this on through. I've been really loving circular tags. All right. Let's see how this one looks. I like that. All right. Oh, that's a nice bonus. Okay, so we can remove this piece of clunky like tool. I really like using manual things like that though. All right, by the way, the dies I'm using are spellbinders, nestabilities, S4116. I don't know if this helps to search for it, but if it does, that's what it is, and it's just a standard circle. I'm guessing size small. All right. And of course you can do any kind of shape that you want. Okay, so now let's start with this one. I don't need a lot of lace because this is so small. So I'm just gonna cut a little piece. I do want it to peek through here though, because I want it to hold in there really well. And we are going to end up gluing it, but before I glue it, actually, you know what I want to do? Actually, that wouldn't make sense. So I'm just going to use a little bit of washi right now to tape it down. Just going to tape this down. Trying to center so that the lace is covering in a centered way. All right, so I ended up going off camera to sew around the lace, which I think is the best decision for this type of lace. Now, when you think about it, if you're gonna use glue to just really sandwich the lace in here, it should do fine as well. So if you don't have a sewing machine, keep that in mind, especially if you're leaving a lot of lace on the end to really sandwich it in there. I think that will make it secure enough. But if you want to sew it, the best way that I found was to clip the two ends right here down and then put a piece of tape over here and just start this way and go around and make sure you're just kind of stretching a little bit and then removing the clips as you go around. It ended up working perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and trim the excess, and I actually want to trim more than what you see. And then let's go ahead and trim this side as well. And let's grab some of these corners. And I do want to leave a lot of extra because gluing it is going to reinforce that lace in there. All right, I'm going to be using Beacon glue, the one I got from the Dollar Tree. I feel like this piece got like the prettier flowers. It's okay. All right, let's go ahead and put a lot of glue, especially on the edge. I'm going to put a lot on the edge and around the inner circle. I am going to want to punch a hole. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mark the spot where there's no glue. So let's go ahead and I think we'll do this side. I'm going to make the crocodile go right there. I have really mixed feelings about this glue. It's like really strong, but it dries up quickly in the bottle. You see how it's kind of like not that liquidy, it's more like that gummy type of situation. All right. Now let me make sure this is aligned correctly, because that's kind of the thing. It needs to be aligned correctly. All right. And we'll let that dry. I hope you can see the hole that I made. It's right here. Because I really don't want my crocodile to get gummy. And for that reason, I think I'm going to go ahead and punch it right now on this one. So I'm using a larger eyelet, I believe. I always test it because many times I have punched the wrong hole. And these scraps right here are the perfect use for that. This is the eyelet I'm using, and that works. All right. So we are going to let's punch the hole. I kind of want to punch it through these flowers. I'm going to make sure everything's aligned perfectly. And go ahead and punch it. And then we'll glue. I feel like the glue is not liquid fully, so it's like balling up and it's not really flowing out of the nozzle. You guys see that? So for a while there, I really loved this beacon glue from Dollar Tree, but I am changing my mind a little bit. Now I'll probably buy it again, and I don't know if it's because I don't have a needle in here. I'll probably still buy it again because it's such a good price, but I do not feel the same about it. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and really press that in. And I think I'm going to ink it with green, at least on one of them. I like really subtle inking, so I shy away from colors, but I've been really liking this green ink. Tim Holtz Distress Oxide in Cracked Pistachio. Hold it like this so that I don't get ink on my fingers. I do love the green ink, so I think we'll go ahead and do it on this one as well. Go ahead and do this side as well. All right. So can you guys see what I'm saying when I say that this gives a very 70s floral vibe? I think this lace is so beautiful in there. It's like, it doesn't look too old-fashioned, but it looks elegant still, if that makes sense. And that's why I love this lace so much. So pretty. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and punch our hole here. I'm going to look for the hole that I made. And okay, I think I got some glue there. But I mean, of course it doesn't really matter, but I don't want to gunk up my crocodile. All right, so I'm in love with this side, but that's where I made the stitches. But I don't care. I think I'm still going to keep that as the front. Unless I do that. What do you guys think? I think I should do that. I shouldn't be too indulgent on wanting two of the same, right? All right. Now, the moment of truth. I hope my crocodile is going to work. This crocodile can be so temperamental. Okay, that turned out okay. Right, so we have one there. And let's go ahead and do the other one. Let me try it upside down. See, I just never know which way is going to be better. The other way was better. All right, and I want to put some chain on here. So I'm going to grab my snippers right here and let's do that much. And as you guys can see, the lace, it's so subtle, and I think that's what makes it so pretty, because the I don't know if you call it the weaving, but it's so fine that it doesn't come out too pigmented, which I think makes it really elegant, especially when you're going to start using the darker colors like this one. So it seems extreme, but when you're just using a little piece of it, I think it still comes off pretty subtle. Let's actually try it. I mean, I'm not going to make another one, but if we just, let's cut off a piece. And I want it to hold it back there, but you see how blending in it actually works really well. It doesn't seem like it's like a highlighter yellow the way it appears when there's like many layers of it, and it comes off still really elegant. I love that. I love this lace so much. All right, now let's put these on here. I guess I'll put that. And I am going to grab a piece of the fastener here. So there you have two really cute tags with such a cute little element right there for your journals, and it didn't take too long. I mean, I was kind of figuring out what to do, so this video is running kind of long, but I think it turned out really cute. I hope you guys like that and give it a try, or a variation of it a try. And again, if you want any information for Craspire, which is where I got this ribbon, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I will have all their information in the description box with a coupon code for you guys. But thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye everyone.